Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Well, thank God it's Friday. It's Friday, guys. Anyway, we got the weekend ahead of us, and everything's looking good. Everything's looking good in the cryptocurrency world. I called the bottom. Now she's going up again, but, let's get started. Let's open up the charts right here and take a look at what she's doing. 232 billion, Bitcoin dominant, 66.7%. We're looking at a Bitcoin price of 86.19 right now. I don't think we're completely out of the woods just yet. Quite seriously. But when we do get out of the woods with this thing, it's going to expand out. The Bitcoin network and everything is positioning itself. Basically, it's positioning itself. And, some people think that it'll never reach the highs that it reached in 2017 ever again, ever. And a lot of people are of that opinion. You'd be surprised how many people are buying into that. It's surprising me, to tell you the truth. Anyway, let's take a look now. Now, they say that this Bitcoin, this surge in price was caused by Chinese President I tell you, I have a hard time pronouncing his name, even though it's only two letters. XI. Helped Bitcoin surge almost $1,000. I'm not buying into that at all. I don't think that was the reason why Bitcoin went up in price. I was anticipating this surge in price. If you watch my channels, you know that I was anticipating it for a while now. I've been anticipating it. Well, that's why I'm also telling you guys we're not completely out of the woods just yet. I don't think Bitcoin's ready for its huge surge in price quite yet. But it's coming in the not too distant future. They've manipulated all of these enormous money markets, exchange traded funds, and all these money products that they have out there. This could have a sudden downturn in the economy, a crushing downturn, a deflationary event could actually occur. And Bitcoin, it's awfully difficult to tell which way it's going to turn or which direction it's going to turn. To tell you the honest to goodness truth, a lower price right now, really a bottom price, if Bitcoin went down a lot from where it is right now, would actually be good for Bitcoin when this deflationary event comes. If Bitcoin is on the rise, like if we go up now before the deflationary event occurs, and Bitcoin gets high in price, ready for a price correction, and then the deflationary event occurs, and we get a price correction midterm, right in the middle of the deflationary event, then we could see Bitcoin get crushed. Now, when I say crushed, I don't mean it's going to disappear. I don't mean it's going to go away, but I mean the price could go down significantly if that happens. The alternative of that is, if the price stays low on this end, and when the deflationary event occurs, if the money out there, massive amounts of money will come pouring out of the markets, and if Bitcoin starts to go into an uptrend on that same cycle, it can cause the opposite thing to happen. You see? So it's better for Bitcoin to be a little bit on the lower end of the price scale when this deflationary... I'm expecting this deflationary event to occur before next summer. It's not going to last very long either, because it's going to stimulate the central banks into big-time action. You think you've seen action by the central banks with this little bit of money that they've put into the system in the repo market? You haven't seen nothing yet. They're going to have to put upwards of $20 trillion inject into the system. But what's going to trigger that is this deflationary event. It's going to scare the living tar out of them. And when that occurs, and I'm expecting it to occur in the not too distant future, we're looking at corporate debt. Triple B rated corporate debt could be downgraded, and there's no bottom under it. It won't catch a bid. It'll just fall. simply fall until it reaches a price level where it can catch a bid. And that is so far down there, that price level. And, not just corporate debt, but the market itself could roll out of bed big time. I mean, they've priced the market, they've priced earnings. Earnings are way overpriced. Everything, the PE ratios, everything is completely out of whack. And it could go into whack in the snap of a finger because the market is all controlled by computer algorithms. And don't you think if that happens, the Fed's not going to react big time. And they will. They'll react. And the reaction is what's going to feed and fuel the cryptocurrencies. That's when I'm expecting the big turn. And do you think 17 or 20,000 in 2017 was something? You haven't seen nothing compared to what this thing can do when it starts to get fed by central bank policy. So anyway, they're thinking President Jai caused the uptrend in the market right now. I don't think so. I'm not buying into that at all. But let's take a look now at this article. It says Bitcoin run, bull run. We may never see another rally like 2017 ever again. I have one word to say. Never say never. If we look a little bit further down in this article, it says online several ideas have been pushed for a possible reason why Bitcoin may not retest its 2017 levels. One particular Redditor explained that the amount of effort it took to get Bitcoin to $20,000 is almost impossible now because interest is seriously waning. And the expected scarcity from the upcoming halving will do nothing to make things better. That's the worst load of tripe I've ever heard in my life, honest to goodness. And this guy, he's not really well informed. How come everybody has to... Oh, well, everybody is entitled to their opinion, But how come everybody, if they haven't done the research into things, and they'll get on there. Now, even people who have a lot of high credentials, I mean, they might have credentials up the yin-yang, but they haven't done research. I mean, the important factor is to be in there every day doing the research before you open your gob. You know what I mean? Be informed. This is the thing. And it takes a lot of work to be informed. It really does. You just can't sit on your butt. You got to get out there and you got to study these markets. You got to try to stay on top of these markets. It's a steady job, guys. Anyway, I'll tell you what I think personally. I think that the halving is not going to have a negative effect on Bitcoin because they're cutting the supply in half. Can you imagine what would happen to gold if they cut the supply in half? The mining supply? Oh my goodness. But that's exactly what they're doing with Bitcoin. And people don't realize the effect that that's going to have on the Bitcoin market. It's going to have an effect. That effect could be... The thing is it's funny how the effect works. It might come in advance, the price raise, because of the halving, or it might wait until after the halving occurs before it actually has an effect. But it's definitely going to have an effect by cutting the supply in half. No doubt about it. Listen, thank you guys for listening to this report. You guys have a great afternoon this weekend. I'm going to try to do a report for you guys. And I'll be back again on Monday. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Bye-bye for now.